Coming up on Mountain News this morning, more on the ongoing Mountain Parkway expansion project in Magoffin County. And one of the region's biggest employers talks about its plans for the future.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good Friday morning to you. I'm Dakota Makeris. We made it to the end of the work week, and I know Brandon Robinson is happy about that. It's almost 5 o'clock. Brandon, you've worked hard these past 2 days, and now your weekend, well, it's here.
I can see it.
You can.
I can see it. I'm closer to the end than the beginning. So, yes, we are ready for the weekend, and things have been much better today, much smoother and quieter, especially in the weather department. Let's see what's going on there, and you'll see a few clouds still lingering, but the rain is on the way out. So that is some good news. It is cooling down. It is comfortable out there. Live pinpoint Doppler radar not scanning anything. We had some rain in East Tennessee a little earlier, so this might be the only time we check this morning. Fog is a big issue, though, in the wake of all that rain we had last night. Zero or close to zero visibility in Hazard down towards Somerset, and anybody less than 5 miles there on this map is dense fog. So just be careful that across parts of the area. Look at these temperatures: 60s, 50s, not bad at all out there this morning, but it's less muggy, less humid out there this morning. So your breakfast forecast is going to continue to give us some cooler temperatures out there. I think we drop a couple more degrees before it's all said and done, and we will continue to see clouds for a little while, but clearing skies are on the way. The rest of the forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, plans have been in the works for years to expand the Mountain Parkway in Kentucky to 4 lanes from Campton to Prestonsburg. Well, that work is being done in 6 segments. As Emily Bennett tells us, one of those is in Magoffin County, where they are building a brand new road.
Connecting Central to Eastern Kentucky.
They've been talking about it for probably 30 years.
The Mountain Parkway expansion project is a large undertaking in multiple counties, making the road 4 lanes from Interstate 64 to US 23.
I was doubtful it ever was.
Work has been divided into 6 segments, and now the 4th section, Magoffin County West, is taking shape.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we still have a long ways to go.
Crews are widening the parkway in this 4.6-mile stretch.
There is nearly 6 million cubic yards of excavation material that we actually physically have to pick up and move 1 scoop at a time.
And a portion of it will be a brand new road.
It's more economical and environmentally friendly to go off alignment in order to maximize the finances available.
They're blasting through the mountains, building a new bridge, 2 box culverts, and a new interchange.
Between 5:30 in the evening, you'll hear a little rumble, or maybe a couple of rumbles, and that'll be them blasting.
Terry Powers has lived next to the parkway nearly his whole life. From his yard, you can see the existing road and the new section they are building.
We won't have as much road noise like we have right now from the traffic. You know, through the night, the trucks wake you up and stuff like that.
He's glad to have a front row seat of the progress being made, saying it will make the road safer.
It'll slow down collision rates, wrecks. From the way the road is now, it's dangerous. You know, just a 2-lane road.
A long project, but one they say is worth the wait.
It's been congested up here and everything, so it'll make a big difference.
Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, construction began in the fall of 2019. The project manager says it's still on track to be open to traffic by the end of next year. In related news, oil prices jumped Thursday after OPEC's decision to pump more crude. Prices climbed 1.9% to $117 a barrel in response to the meeting between the organization and non-OPEC oil producers led by Russia. The oil cartel has been exploring the idea of suspending a supply agreement with Russia. The move lets countries such as Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates to step in to increase supply. However, some analysts say the decision to increase oil supply didn't move the market as much as predicted, which indicates it won't be enough to solve the supply crunch. Despite higher costs and a potential recession, businesses across the U.S. keep hiring employees. Well, the closely watched monthly employment report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is due to be released later this morning. Economists expect the report to say some 350,000 jobs were added last month, with an unemployment rate of 3.5%, a new pandemic-era low. Well, the annual meeting of the Hazard Perry County Economic Development Alliance took place at the Dashcore aluminum plant last night. The facility is a major employer in the region and is responsible for some of the economic development in recent years. Members of the alliance say new business openings have made the past year successful, and they hope to share their success with the regional partners. But as economic partners celebrate past wins, officials say the meeting will help make clear the work that needs to be accomplished in the year ahead.
We've got our annual meeting here celebrating last year's accomplishments and just the organization as a whole, and the momentum we've got going forward. So really a look back and a look ahead of what the Hazard Perry County Economic Development Alliance is working on.
We'll take a closer look at what has been working and what these alliance members hope to accomplish moving forward in our 6:30 a.m. half hour. Well, if you are planning to vacation this summer or head out to a festival, health experts say we should not forget about COVID. Right now, our state is seeing an uptick in cases. Kentucky River District Public Health Department Public Health Director Scott Lockard says the state's incidence rate is 23% and reminds people how easily Omicron can spread, especially heading into the summer.
Last year, that's when we saw the biggest spike in cases for the entire year, was during August. So again, even though it's warm, we need to take precautions.
Well, Lockard says it is too early to tell right now what this summer's COVID cases will look like. He says the biggest peak they saw in the second surge of the virus was in January. Well, thank you so much for getting your Friday morning started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we come back, some folks in one eastern Kentucky county will soon have a new place to cool off once the summer heat returns.
And we are coasting into the weekend on a drier and, as we said, cooler note. Enjoy it while it lasts, because summer is just around the corner. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.